Hello, dear listener. Welcome. Settle in, find your most comfortable space, and allow your breath to deepen, to soften, as we gently explore a fascinating thread in the tapestry of human endeavor. Tonight, let us gently turn our thoughts to the quiet wonder of Miss Universe. It is a concept that might, at first, seem far from the serene calm we seek before sleep, yet, when viewed through a lens of tranquil contemplation, it reveals layers of human aspiration, cultural expression, and the gentle, persistent march of time. Imagine, if you will, the soft glow of a stage, perhaps somewhere far across the world, bathed in the hushed anticipation of an audience. This is where the Miss Universe pageant unfolds, an event that blossoms annually, like a delicate flower in the grand garden of global gatherings. It is an international affair, drawing participants from many corners of our beautiful planet, each bringing with them a unique essence of their homeland. This gathering is not merely a local spectacle. It weaves a delicate thread of connection across continents, fostering a sense of shared humanity, even in competition. It stands as one of what are often referred to as the Big Four beauty pageants, alongside its sisters, Miss World, Miss International, and Miss Earth. This classification itself is a testament to our human need to categorize, to bring order to the vastness of phenomena. It speaks to our desire to understand hierarchies, to place things within a framework, allowing our minds to gently sort and comprehend the world around us. In this quiet grouping, Miss Universe finds its place, a star in a constellation of similar dreams and aspirations. The very fabric of the Miss Universe organization, the entity that orchestrates this grand annual event, is a fascinating web of global enterprise. It is currently nurtured and guided by entities rooted in the vibrant cultures of Thailand and Mexico. Picture the gentle flow of ideas and decisions moving across oceans, from the bustling heart of Thailand to the sun-kissed lands of Mexico, a quiet testament to international collaboration. This intricate structure, with its brand and identity, is held by the JKN Global Group and Legacy Holding Group USA Incorporated, an American extension of the Mexican company, Legacy Holding, bound together in a joint venture known as JKN Legacy Incorporated. It paints a picture of modern global business, where ownership is often a complex, interwoven tapestry of shared vision and distributed responsibility, much like the delicate threads of a spider's web, strong yet almost invisible. For a time, the shimmering images of the pageant found their way into homes through the airwaves of Telemundo, a broadcaster holding the precious licensing rights to share this spectacle until the year 2023. This whispers to us of the transient nature of agreements, the ebb and flow of media partnerships, and how even the most established traditions find new pathways to reach their audiences, adapting with the gentle current of technological and commercial change. But beyond the glamour and the organizational complexities, there lies a deeper, more resonant purpose, a quiet intention that gives the pageant its heart. The declared advocacy of Miss Universe is focused on humanitarian issues, and serves as a voice to effect positive change in the world. Close your eyes and ponder this for a moment. What does it truly mean to lend a voice to humanitarian issues? It speaks to the profound human capacity for empathy, for recognizing the suffering of others, and for the innate desire to alleviate it. It transforms the stage from a mere platform for beauty into a gentle pulpit for compassion, a place where grace and influence can converge to highlight global challenges and inspire action. Positive change itself is a beautiful, expansive concept, encompassing everything from environmental stewardship to social justice, from education to healthcare. It reminds us that even in arenas seemingly dedicated to outward appearances, there is often a deep, underlying current of idealism, a longing to contribute to the betterment of our shared human experience. As we speak, if we were to look ahead into the quiet future, the reigning Miss Universe, as crowned on a tranquil November day, the 20th of the year 2025, in the serene setting of Pak Kret, Thailand, would be Fatima Bosch from Mexico. Imagine the gentle weight of the crown, not just upon her head, but upon her shoulders, symbolizing not only a personal achievement, but also a temporary mantle of global representation. The coronation in Thailand speaks to the global reach of this event, the way cultures intertwine and celebrate together. Fatima, from Mexico, becomes a transient ambassador for ideals, a symbol of beauty, grace, and advocacy. It's a reminder of how individuals rise to represent collectives, embodying aspirations and hopes, however fleetingly. Let us now drift back in time, allowing our minds to wander through the quiet corridors of history, to trace the origins of this grand title. The name Miss Universe itself carries a certain cosmic grandeur, doesn't it? This majestic title first graced our world in 1926, born by an event known as the International Pageant of Pulchritude. Pulchritude, a lovely, somewhat archaic word, evokes a sense of deep, inherent beauty, a luminous quality that transcends mere surface aesthetics. This early incarnation of the contest unfolded annually, a consistent rhythm in the pre-war years, until its gentle demise in 1935. This fading was not arbitrary. It was a consequence of the vast, seismic shifts occurring in the human world, the profound economic anxieties of the Great Depression, and the ominous rumblings of events that would eventually plunge our planet into the crucible of World War II. It serves as a poignant reminder that even the most enchanting of human endeavors are not immune to the powerful currents of global history, that external forces can gently, yet irrevocably, alter the course of our shared traditions. The current Miss Universe pageant, the one we recognize today, emerged from the quiet embers of that past, finding its genesis in 1952. Its creation was serendipitous, born from the practicalities of commerce. Pacific Knitting Mills, a California-based clothing company, known for its iconic Catalina swimwear, was its founder. This connection between a clothing manufacturer and a beauty pageant is a quiet illustration of how deeply interwoven commerce and culture can be. The company had previously been a sponsor for the Miss America pageant, a well-established American institution. However, a gentle shift occurred in 1951 when the then winner, a woman named Yolanda Bedbies, with a quiet strength of conviction, chose not to pose for publicity pictures wearing one of the company's swimsuits. This act of personal agency, a subtle refusal to conform, led to a parting of ways. In response, with a quiet entrepreneurial spirit, Pacific Knitting Mills decided to create its own platforms, thus organizing both the Miss USA and Miss Universe pageants in 1952, co-sponsoring them for many decades to come. It's a gentle lesson in adaptation, in the birth of new traditions from the subtle shifts of the old. The very first Miss Universe pageant of this current lineage unfolded in the serene coastal city of Long Beach, California, in that foundational year of 1952. The inaugural crown was bestowed upon Armi Kasila of Finland, a testament to the global vision from the very beginning. Yet, even in this nascent stage, life, with its beautiful unpredictability, presented its own gentle narrative. Armi Kasila, with a heart drawn towards personal happiness, chose to marry shortly before her year as Miss Universe was complete, gently relinquishing her title, though not through official decree. This quiet, human decision speaks volumes about the interplay between public roles and private lives, reminding us that even the grandest titles eventually yield to the profound call of personal fulfillment. It is interesting to note a small historical quirk. Until 1958, the Miss Universe title, mirroring the practice of Miss America, was dated by the year after the contest. So, Armi Kasila, crowned in 1952, was officially known as Miss Universe 1953. This gentle detail reminds us of how conventions evolve, how the marking of time and achievement can shift and settle over the years. From its very inception by Pacific Mills, the pageant has been carefully nurtured and guided by the dedicated Miss Universe organization. Over time, the corporate landscape around it shifted with the gentle winds of mergers and acquisitions. Pacific Mills and its various subsidiaries eventually found themselves woven into the larger fabric of the Kaiser-Roth Corporation. This slow, quiet transformation of ownership is a recurring theme in the history of many enduring institutions, a testament to their inherent value and the shifting hands that guide them through the generations. The reach of the pageant quietly expanded in 1955, as it was first brought into homes through the emerging medium of television. Imagine the wonder of those early broadcasts, the shimmering images flickering across the screens of a nascent viewership. CBS, a major broadcasting network, gently took the reins in 1960, televising the combined Miss USA and Miss Universe pageants. Then, 5 years later, in 1965, the two events quietly branched out, finding their own distinct identities as separate televised contests. This evolution in broadcasting mirrors the broader scientific and technological advancements that have gently but profoundly reshaped how we connect with the world, how shared experiences are disseminated, and how culture becomes increasingly accessible. The quiet dance of corporate ownership continued. In 1975, Gulf and Western Industries gracefully acquired the Kaiser-Roth Corporation, thus becoming the custodian of the Miss Universe pageant. This tenure lasted until 1991, when a new chapter began, as Procter & Gamble, a household name, gently took ownership. Each change of hands represents not just a financial transaction, but a subtle shift in philosophy, in management style, and the vision for the pageant's future, much like the changing tides reshaping a coastline over time. A particularly notable chapter in the pageant's history unfolded in 1996, when Donald Trump, a prominent figure in business and media, purchased the pageant from ITT Corporation. This era brought with it a broadcasting arrangement with CBS that continued until 2002. During this period, in 1998, the organization underwent a gentle rebranding, shedding its previous name of Miss Universe Incorporated, to become the Miss Universe organization, as we know it today. Coinciding with this internal evolution, its headquarters also made a quiet migration, moving from the sunny climes of Los Angeles to the vibrant, bustling heart of New York City. This geographical shift symbolizes not just a change of address, but perhaps a subtle recalibration of its identity, positioning itself in one of the world's great cultural and media capitals. As the early 2000s dawned, a new media partnership blossomed. By late 2002, Trump entered into a joint venture with NBC, another broadcasting giant. NBC, with its considerable reach, outbid other networks for the coveted television rights in 2003, ensuring that from that year until 2014, the pageant would find its way into American homes via their network. This period illustrates the competitive nature of media, the value placed on such a globally recognized brand, and the intricate negotiations that ensure such events continue to be seen by millions. However, the gentle flow of this partnership was interrupted in June 2015. NBC made the decision to cancel all business relationships with Trump and the Miss Universe organization. This change, a quiet but firm response to certain public statements concerning immigrants, underscores the profound influence of societal discourse and the increasing intertwining of corporate ethics with public perception. It's a reflection of how external events, conversations in the wider world, can gently but firmly redirect the course of even established partnerships. In the wake of this shift, a legal settlement unfolded. In September 2015, Trump quietly acquired NBC's 50% stake in the company, momentarily making him the sole owner. Yet, this solo ownership was brief, a mere whisper in the winds of change. Just 3 days later, with a quiet efficiency, he sold the entire company to WME/IMG. This rapid succession of ownership illustrates the dynamic, ever-evolving nature of corporate assets, and how swiftly control can transition from one entity to another. Following this change of ownership, new broadcasting partners emerged to carry the torch. Fox and Azteca stepped forward, becoming the official broadcasters for the Miss Universe and Miss USA pageants in October 2015. The year 2020 brought with it unforeseen global currents, as the world navigated the vast and challenging landscape of the COVID-19 pandemic. This era demanded adaptability, a gentle flexibility in the face of unprecedented restrictions. During this time, the pageant's broadcast rights found themselves temporarily split between Telemundo and FY, a quiet testament to the resilience of cultural events and the ingenuity required to keep them alive even under duress. The following year, with a sense of returning normalcy, the familiar contract with Fox and the beloved MC, Steve Harvey, gently resumed for the 2021 edition. It was a comforting return to a cherished tradition after a period of necessary adjustment. A truly landmark moment in the pageant's quiet journey through time occurred on October 26, 2022. The Thailand-based JKN Global Group, with a vision for the future, acquired the Miss Universe organization, MUO, from Endeavor Group Holdings owned IMG Worldwide, for a sum of $14 million. This acquisition brought with it a profound historical significance, and Jakapong Jakrajaditip, becoming the first transgender woman to own the organization. This moment, a beacon of progress and inclusivity, also marked the first time in its long history that the organization's headquarters gently moved outside the United States. Imagine the quiet symbolism of this shift, reflecting not just a change in ownership, but a broader, more expansive embrace of global perspectives and diverse leadership. This period also saw a fascinating evolution in how the pageant reaches its audience. Since the 2022 edition, NBC, in a full-circle moment, has quietly regained the broadcast rights, but through a new, modern pathway, the Roku channel. This marks a pivotal, historical transition for Miss Universe, moving from the traditional broadcast network coverage that defined its earlier eras, to a full streaming service in the U.S. It is a quiet, yet powerful, testament to the ever-accelerating pace of digital transformation, and how enduring cultural institutions adapt to the scientific and technological shifts in media consumption, making themselves accessible to a new generation through innovative platforms. The gentle tides of leadership also continued to flow through the organization. On November 16, 2023, Paula Sugart, who had long served as the president of the Miss Universe organization, announced her departure. Interestingly, it was also stated that she would not be replaced, a quiet signal perhaps of evolving organizational structures or a redistribution of responsibilities within the leadership framework. Following this, on February 8, 2024, Amy Emmerich, the CEO of the Miss Universe organization, also shared her intention to depart, which she did on March 1, 2024. These transitions, though notable, are a natural part of any long-standing organization, a quiet rhythm of change and continuity, much like the changing seasons that bring new life. And gentle departures in nature. Most recently, on December 13, 2025, Mario Bucaro, who had assumed the position of Chief Executive Officer of the Miss Universe organization, MUO, resigned fewer than 2 months into his tenure. His departure, confirmed in a press release that also highlighted his contributions, serves as a gentle reminder of the dynamic, sometimes swift, movements within the highest echelons of global organizations. It underscores how quickly roles can shift, and how even brief periods of leadership contribute to the ongoing narrative of an institution. Now, let us turn our attention, softly, to the very foundation of this global gathering, the selection of its participants. To participate in Miss Universe, to send a representative from a particular nation, is not merely a matter of declaration. It involves a quiet, intricate process, rooted in the world of commerce and rights. A country needs a local company or a dedicated individual to embark on a journey of acquiring the competition's local rights. This is done through a franchise fee. Imagine this fee not just as a payment, but as a symbolic key, unlocking the door for a nation to step onto the global stage. This franchise fee is comprehensive, a gentle embrace of all that the pageant represents within that local context. It includes the rights of image, the invaluable brand identity, and indeed, everything related to the pageant, within that specific territory. It speaks to the meticulous detail and structure required to orchestrate an event of this magnitude across diverse cultures and legal frameworks. This system ensures a standardized yet localized approach, where the global vision of Miss Universe can blossom within the unique cultural soil of each participating nation. It is a fascinating blend of centralized oversight and decentralized execution, allowing for both consistency and local flavor. Consider, for a moment, the deeper implications of this. It reflects a sophisticated scientific approach to brand management and global outreach. The franchise model, familiar in various commercial enterprises, is here applied to a cultural event, demonstrating a systematic way to propagate an idea, a brand, and a set of values across the globe. It ensures that local organizers, with their intimate understanding of their own culture and market, can nurture and present the pageant in a way that resonates most deeply with their community, while still adhering to the overarching principles of the Miss Universe organization. The concept of beauty itself, which lies at the heart of this pageant, is something to ponder as you drift towards sleep. Is it merely superficial? Or is there a deeper, almost scientific, dimension to our perception of what we find beautiful? From a biological perspective, our brains are wired to appreciate symmetry, health, and vitality, traits that historically signal strong genetic fitness. But beauty is also profoundly philosophical, isn't it? It is deeply subjective, shaped by culture, by personal experience, by the stories we tell ourselves, and by the art we create. A pageant like Miss Universe, in its very essence, attempts to navigate this complex interplay, celebrating certain universal aesthetic qualities while also showcasing the unique beauty that blossoms from diverse cultural backgrounds. It is a grand experiment in defining and redefining what it means to be beautiful in a global context. And what of the voice to effect positive change? This, dear listener, is where the philosophical heart of the pageant truly beats. It elevates the competition beyond mere aesthetics into a realm of ethical responsibility. It suggests that platforms of influence, regardless of their origin, carry a moral imperative to contribute to the greater good. Scientifically, this taps into the psychology of influence and social impact. When a figure gains public recognition, their words and actions often carry more weight, inspiring of RS, creating ripple effects in the social fabric. The pageant, therefore, becomes a structured mechanism for empowering individuals to become advocates, leveraging their visibility to shine a light on issues that might otherwise remain in the shadows. As we gently conclude our journey through the world of Miss Universe, allow these thoughts to softly settle in your mind. Imagine the quiet hum of human endeavor, the intricate dance of global business, the ebb and flow of history, and the enduring human aspiration for beauty, connection, and positive impact. From the initial glimmer of pulchritude in the 1920s to the modern, digitally streamed spectacles, Miss Universe has mirrored our own evolving world, adapting, changing, and perpetually seeking new ways to express its purpose. May these reflections bring a sense of peace, a quiet understanding of the intricate beauty in our world, both seen and unseen. Let the soft whispers of history and the gentle currents of global connection lull you into a deep and restorative sleep. Good night, dear listener. Sleep well.